ball. Get that mess out of here. You blocked that ball too hard. That's all, folks. It's your boy.
And welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The Sixers control the tap. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers have the basketball. To Redick. Curling inside, now preparing to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads 1. Kyle Anderson, tough matchup against Butler. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Harris to Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Jimmy Butler for 2. Not today. Anderson to Valanciunas. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. To Simmons. Butler. Jackson comes down with the rebound. Grizzlies own the basketball to Bradley. To Kyle Anderson. Has a chance. Almost, but no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Redick to Embiid. Oh, Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen coming. Conley to Valanciunas. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Simmons into the front court. Down by 1. Runner's good there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Jaren Jackson. Here comes the screen. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Shot clock violation. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Valanciunas to Jaren Jackson. To Conley. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Butler to bring it up. Leads just a point. To Embiid. Redick to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Memphis with the rock. Bradley to Valanciunas. Jaren Jackson to Bradley. Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Butler into the front court. His team up by 1. Simmons to Tobias Harris. And Jimmy Butler. Deep 2 there, won't go. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Bradley to Valanciunas. Whoa! What a finish!
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. To Redick. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Butler to Embiid. Rebound Jackson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And the front court comes Simmons. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Conley into the front court. Down 3 to Jaren Jackson. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Redick. Shot from the lane won't go. Conley into the front court. They're down 3. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game for Memphis, number
Conley.
5, Chandler Parsons.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Chandler Parsons trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Jimmy Butler. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
To Jaren Jackson. Bradley. That is great vision.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Memphis, they've got it. Conley to Jaren Jackson. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jaren Jackson at the line. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Butler to bring it up. Leads 4. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Time to shuffle things up. Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Count the bucket for 2.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Grizzlies own the basketball. To Conley. Trying to cash in. Conley with a shot, comes up empty. Takes it coast to coast, and a strong finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
For yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
The 76ers, number 51.
Conley to Bradley. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Tosses. Memphis with the rock. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Embiid. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Conley. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call them the one.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Bradley. The pass set it all up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 11. To Bradley. Conley, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And he finishes at the rim. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his second.
Mike Conley has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Conley into the front court, trailing by 10.
Right.
The drive, right to the basket. To Conley. It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
I got ball. I'm here. I'm hillside.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound belongs to Memphis. Conley into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Joel Embiid tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Butler. 4-3. Buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys currently down by 13. Fires the three. Missed it. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Conley into the front court. Trailing by 15. Short jumper misses.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Simmons to Embiid. Doesn't have the touch. No good. It's Grizzlies ball. Right. Surveys the floor. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Taken away by the Grizzlies. Mike Scott swats it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 4 for 6.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Simmons with it up top. The advantage is 13 points. To Embiid. Easy path to the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Flushes it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons with it. His team on top by 13. Embiid to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 7.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Rebound taken by the Sixers. Embiid to Monroe. And count the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Right with it. Down a bundle. To Valanciunas. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And the finish on the nice step through.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Right with it. His guys down big. To Valanciunas. Greg Monroe. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Here comes the screen. Right. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Parsons' shot won't go down.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that.
Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Right. Down low, Anderson. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
To Redick. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To right. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Tobias Harris. Embiid. The jumper's off the mark. Right with it. Looking to make something happen.
Watch the cutter, man.
To Kyle Anderson. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. To Butler. Harris sets him up. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Right to Kyle Anderson. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Sixers control it.
Here we go. Screw right.
Butler. Not that time. Right with it. He'll run the offense. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Double.
Deep right corner. Redick.
Rebound.
Shot off the mark. Good defense. Right to Jaren Jackson.
Screen coming.
Here comes the screen. Anderson. Gets it in the right corner. For three. Misfires. It's no good. Redick with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a look. J.J. Redick. 2 of 4 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 25, Ben Simmons. Subbing in for Memphis, number 11, Mike Conley.
Conley to Kyle Anderson. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
To number 9. That's his third personal foul.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 23, Jimmy Butler.
Conley to Wright. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Ah, rocking the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Tobias Harris. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside. To Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Bradley. Conley to Kyle Anderson. That's rebounded by Embiid. Simmons to Butler. Jimmy Butler. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Conley to Kyle Anderson. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Anderson, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good.
Number 13.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Simmons to Embiid. Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Bradley.
Screen coming left, screen coming left.
Now a steal by Philly.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
In the second quarter.
Simmons to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid to Simmons. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Bradley. Can't connect.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Embiid, good for two.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. A shot at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we hit the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Grizzlies have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Bench points.
The Memphis Grizzlies had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. To Kyle Anderson. Knocked loose. Jaren Jackson. Conley To Jaren Jackson. Sixers with the rebound. Harris to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Runner here won't go. Butler into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Conley to Kyle Anderson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
I got ball.
Simmons to Redick. Gets it at the top of the key to Simmons. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. It's Embiid. Not that time. To Conley. To Bradley. To Conley. Here comes the screen. The shot by Conley, no good. Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. And that's rebounded by Memphis. Rebound cleared by Philly. Butler into the front court. His guys holding the big lead.
I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Curling inside. Butler to Redick. Has a chance. Simmons with a shot. No good.
Bad shot. My fault.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Bradley to Conley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. To Redick.
That's me. I got ball. Let's go. Let's play deep. Play deep. Play deep.
To Embiid. Rises for the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Bradley. Can't connect from inside. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Simmons. Embiid. To Simmons. Redick to Simmons. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Anderson to Conley. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Memphis, they've got it to Bradley. Avery Bradley, 3 for 6 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. Bradley to Valanciunas. The monster stuff.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Number 0, Avery Bradley.
Simmons to Redick. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Grizzlies own the basketball. Bradley to Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Butler. Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Conley to Jaren Jackson. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Butler to Redick. They go down low to Simmons and stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Mike Conley, now 3 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Take stock of the floor. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Not that time. Conley to Valanciunas. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Harris to Embiid. Scores from the post.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Bradley to Conley. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. And this will be out of bounds, off of Butler. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Right.
All right, now give me something.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Tyler Zeller sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Conley. To right. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To right. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Missed it at the line.
76ers, number 51.
There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Embiid. And scores.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
It's good. And one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Chandler Parsons trying to cash in on a three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. To Embiid.
Hands up, you got him, you got him.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Embiid. Jumper's good.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Curling inside. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. From long range. No good. Right with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Has a chance. The shot by Parsons, no good. three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers control it. Simmons.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Here comes the screen. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To right. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Number 2 to lead.
Here we go. I got him. Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Simmons. To Embiid. Won't go.
Knock that down, yo. Knock that down.
Right to Kyle Anderson. Throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Simmons to Embiid.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Tyler Zeller with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's it. Oh! Out there looking like the Kembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
Right. Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Kyle Anderson. Has a look. The shot almost. Simmons. To Embiid. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Short jumper off the mark. And finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Knocked loose. Memphis with the run. Right.
Screen come on left.
Probing the defense. He wants to deliver. Screen coming.
Screen,
right. To Kyle Anderson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. Simmons into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Visit the website for your chance to win.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas. Entering
Bradley to right.
number 9,
To Bradley. And Boban there to take in the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Bradley. To right. Down to 5 on the 24. And Simmons the rebound. Smith now into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Bradley to right. Bradley. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Bradley to Kyle Anderson. Knocked loose. It's theirs now. Simmons throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Kyle Anderson. Bradley to right. Trying to cash in. Cleared out by Embiid.
Got so far.
4-3. Hits the trifecta.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Oh, blocked away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Tobias Harris. Subbing in for Memphis, number 11, Mike Conley.
Sixers have the basketball. To Redick. Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. To Kyle Anderson. Count the basket at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Harris. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 13 and number 9.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. Down low, Anderson. You've got to get that one to go. Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Oh. Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
To Embiid.
I got help. I got your help.
Fires the three. Off the mark. And the rebound taken down by Harris. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Conley, down low Anderson. Anderson rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
My ball.
Butler.
Come on. Trap.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Conley to Valanciunas. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Conley. Anderson. For three. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Embiid. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Cashes in for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The feed stolen away. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Baseline drive. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers dominated this game from beginning to end. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Grizzlies did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Memphis Grizzlies did so many things wrong when it came to defending the fast break. I'm not sure it's the kind of thing that can be fixed with a single practice, so they better get started, and soon. Their lack of hustle was pretty obvious in the first half.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number